So what happened with Long Beach was I went around, I was volunteering, and I started gutting houses. And I did it for free with just volunteers and people just, through Facebook or whatever. The next thing you know, um, it escalated to not just cutting houses, just taking, I was emptying 18 wheelers, 18 foot, 18 wheelers filled with supplies and dropping them off at the hub centers, Knights of Columbus, MLK, St. Mary's, and basically I did it with myself and one other guy. And that was another day. And then, donations started coming in, and I started running around and giving out, gift cards and stuff like that to people that were crushed and, needed supplies. And I thought that was the easiest way. Instead of giving cash, which could be messy, we were giving gift cards.
Well, how about at the very beginning, how do people know how to find you?
Well, I put it up on Facebook, and somebody helped me that I needed help. And so then all of a sudden I came home and I asked somebody next door who had a bunch of people helping him if I can get a couple of people to help me bring stuff out. And he said, I can't do that right now, but maybe when we're done. So that kind of set a fire inside me, and then somebody else did come and help me, and that set it in motion. And what happened was, I can't explain it, but after the carpenters came down and they helped me, and we did a bunch of houses, and they were the carpenters. The head of the carpenters union said to me, he said, "Listen, Dougie, go around and help out the other carpenters." And I went going back and forth from Shelter Island, and the guy said to me, and I sat at the computer that night when I went back. I had to get back every night for my kids, and so I was going back and doing my house, other people's houses, and going back to Shelter Island every night. And I ended up getting my house set up by the 19th, November 19th. But what happened was, the guy said to me, he said, "Go around and do the carpenters." And I sat at the computer, and that one night, it was like November 9th or 12th or something, and I said, I can't do that. And I got to do everybody. So how can I do this guy's house and not do this? I didn't like how it felt for me, so I went and did everybody. So I put it up on Facebook. I said, if anyone, I got the carpenters apprentices coming down. If anyone needs their house is gutted and free of charge or no charge, call me. And I put my number up, and then that was it. It just took off, and I was doing like 6 to 10 houses a day with crews of people and volunteers. I show everybody how to do it, what to do. I'd stick one really capable guy with people who just wanted to help, and I just delegated it, and then that's what happened. It just took off. And then as far as with Oklahoma, the connection there, I got a call from Tommy Asher from Island Park, who's a friend of mine, and I was doing Island Park as well as doing Long Beach when I was gutting all the houses. So I was back and forth because, they're the same school district, and they're friends, you know what I mean? And I couldn't leave them hanging. I mean, in some areas they were worse than us. So he called me. He says, "Doug, me and my brother are looking to go down there to Oklahoma." So I said, "Okay." So the next thing you know, I go down, and I came up with an idea. Well, this place was empty. MLK was in here, so I go talk to the landlord, Mike Lisi, and Mike Lisi owns Monarch Beverage, and he's hurting for business. And I figured, hey, this guy, this would be a way to promote him too, and everything he's done for me. He's helped me out with stuff upstairs with the Mohawk Avenue Saint Foundation, holding back on collecting rent. But I mean, I have to pay him eventually. But he's holding back on collecting rent, and he just, he had the Stony Brook football team come and help me gut houses. This guy, and he's just got a huge heart, and he's a great guy. And I mean, I can't say enough about the guy. He let us. So he gave me the keys to this place, and next thing you know, I started taking stuff in, and we just sent the truck out to Shawnee, Oklahoma, because they're like the forgotten zone. Everybody was like breezy, Rockaway. Long Beach was almost forgotten. Island Park was definitely forgotten until we started getting together and doing stuff for each other. So we're going there first because there's nobody helping them there, and they're like I think it's a reservation actually, and they have. The modular homes that just got destroyed from the winds and stuff and got crushed, and the trailer parks. So a lot of kids involved, and so I'm just taking the essentials right now. I made a list of stuff up. I put it up on Facebook, and everything I do is basically through Facebook and word of mouth. And I made such a name for myself just
You
by
guys leasing trucks? You're finding people who have trucks?
pickup trucks. I just worked out a deal upstairs. When you came upstairs, Ed Mangano and Rob Walker, they're giving us 3 trailers to fill. Nassau County trailers. We're going to fill them. I'm going to put one outside on the street, and as stuff comes in here, I'm going to fill it. So Tuesday, when it's time to go, we just go. And then my wife and Jesse and Jackie and Allison, they're Project 11561. They're doing Backpacks of Hope. They're going to fill. They got a through Alan Nafty. They got a tractor trailer coming to fill the backpacks. So they're going to fill that, and then whatever else material comes in here, we're going to consolidate here, and then maybe hook up with the girls from SOS out in Island Park and Rockaway and fill up all their stuff. And one last trip, so we're looking to be done by Friday, you know, and I think it's going to be huge. And, you know, people did for me, I did for people. I can't just stop. And the vision of Mohawk Avenue Saint Foundation, and I said it at the party at the end, my vision is not to just help out people in Island Park and Long Beach, but to be able to reach out and give to people across the country. You have a tornado in the Midwest, earthquakes. I mean, we collect stuff, send it out, and just go. Find a local not-for-profit out there where if I take donations in, I give it right to that not-for-profit. So it just goes right to these people. So it started off small. Our fundraiser was huge. We made almost $50,000 for our first event. And that's going to help that fundraiser is going to help the people in Island Park and Long Beach rebuild houses. So what's going to happen is we take the lowest, we figure out through an application process how to take the people, and the board decides which people are going to get chosen. I don't have a vote since I'm in the construction business, but I'm going to help go to the worst houses and take pictures. Now, the board's not going to have any way to see the names or addresses of the houses. So what happens there is they decide by looking at the pictures and the description of the houses who gets the grant. So now we go for the lowest bidder, and we're going to hire the lowest bidder on the plumbing, electrical, HVAC, because I have nothing to do with that kind of building. And what's going to happen is that lowest bidder will get the job, and now the GC, I'll pay for that. So the GC still has that money, and they can make the house. And my motto is, I want to make your house more like your home. So they could take that and make a nice baby room, or a nice kitchen, or a nice man cave for the guy, or whatever, you know, whoever it is, you know. And a lot of these houses have to come down and get knocked over and get rebuilt. If it's built with ocean safe stuff, that's fine. If not, I'm still going to give grants. I don't care. It doesn't have to be about me. I'm not making any money on this. I just want the people to come back. I don't want to lose the tax base. You lose the tax base, you never know what can happen here. All right, we're losing school teachers. We're losing hospitals. We're losing all this stuff. And growing up here in the 70s and 80s, this place was not a nice place. Okay, I had, people in North Park, they didn't come down west. We didn't go over here, over there. The boardwalk, you didn't go up there alone at night. Ocean View, you didn't go to Ocean View by yourself as a kid, ever. Even from Catholic school, you didn't go down there because you get dragged into an alley. You never know what could happen to you. I didn't get the memo. I was a guy on the bike driving anyway. You know, I was out of my mind. I mean, I had to learn how to fight, and this place wasn't a good place. And I don't want to see it go back to that. You know,
keep it nice.
Keep it nice. Keep it back. You get a developer come in here and buy a block. You know, you buy a block of stuff. What's going to happen? If he doesn't get it rented, what's going to happen to it? He could make it Section 8. You never know what you're going to get. And next thing you know, you have an area that's messed up, like some areas on there's a place on Grand Boulevard that got pretty bad for a while. You know, and they were stealing bikes, and there was bad stuff going on. There was fighting out in the street, and we don't want to see that happen. I mean, I want us to stay us. I want us to stay whole. And I'm from here. I've never lived anywhere else, and I don't want to let nobody down. And I come from here. I come from this town. I never want to go anywhere else. And I want my kids to be okay. And I want to keep there's a program out there with the ICC 700 that the state put in place. So if you knock down and rebuild, or you raise your house, the greener you build, no raising of your property taxes for up to 7 years. Now I just need the city of Long Beach to implement that and put it in place, and that'll help people along with what Mangano and Walker are trying to do for everybody. So and Cuomo, and you never know what can happen. I mean, I think if we help each other and just be there, there's no limit to where we can go. And this is why we're going across this, across the country now, and this is what's happening. And then I named the Mohawk Avenue Sane Foundation after I grew up on Mohawk Avenue in East Atlantic Beach, and it's for the members of my family that passed away. And my dad died a year ago in May, and I wouldn't be or do anything for anybody if it wasn't for him. And this has a lot to do with what he did for me in my life and helping me regain my sanity. But that's about it.
Was lost, but now